Guys, it's Chris and I'm back again. We are reacting to a vlog that Alex posted today titled Weekend Vlog, Hibachi Dinner, Summer Cooking, Family Time in IKEA, High Chair Setup. Oh, this is a long one, so we're gonna get stuck in. I'm not just gonna be reacting to Alex, guys. It just happens to be a coincidence that I posted about her yesterday and then she uploaded today. It seems she's back on her regularly scheduled program, so we're going to cover the best we can. It's getting to a point where my life is going to be extremely busy, but kiddo's back in school and he's old enough to where he can do some walking to school or home from school, and that frees up some time for me. So I am going to skip a lot of her video. I want to stick to the stuff that's in my wheelhouse on this channel. So if you want to watch her video in its entirety, I will, as always, link her video in the description, and you can go check it out on Alex's channel or one of the other reactors that cover her full video. There's a lot of good ones out there. Have a nice homemade hot coffee here with a sugar-free creamer, and there's these really good sugar-free flavor syrups that I get at a local Ollie's. Toasted marshmallows, the one I'm rocking today. So we are going to get right into this. I've skipped past her intro, and let's just see what Alex is up to. And by the way, guys, I haven't uploaded a video in almost 4 months. I've done some shorts, but I haven't uploaded a react since April. And thank you guys who came in right away and started commenting and liking and watching. I really appreciate it. The algorithm definitely helps, helps me out whenever you guys do that. And I just appreciate y'all being here. So let's get into this. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned, she is sped up for time. I think I do have her at 1.5.
Hey you guys, welcome back to a new vlog.
Holy filters, Batman. I actually think she looks okay like this. The angle, the lighting, the filters, and the self-tanning. Well, plus she goes to the beach. Definitely help with this look. And the scary thing is if Alex would actually get serious about her diet and making changes and losing weight, she could look like this. But she just doesn't want to give up. We'll talk about it as the video goes, as we do. This is, as I said in the last video, this degree of filtering is kind of disingenuous, especially because she's trying to sell that she's losing all this weight naturally on Weight Watchers, and it's just not the case. But and I don't mind filters. I'm not against filters, but there's got to be a line drawn between where you're literally just helping things and fixing things and making yourself feel a little better, and actually catfishing. Okay, so I just skipped through that whole makeup tutorial. If you guys are gonna want to watch it, go ahead.
The bottle washer is going per usual, but
Oh, okay. What do we have going on here? I don't like this angle. I don't like what she's doing here. I have the mind sometimes of a adolescent boy, and it makes me uncomfortable, Alex.
See, that's my point.
This definitely makes me uncomfortable. At least, it's getting her to drink some water, because I hope they're not squirting Alani out of that. If knowing her, it's squirting Alani out of that squirt gun. Oh yeah, do you see how grossed out she was? Ew! Oh my god, it was definitely plain water in that thing. This nice little salad, vodka seltzer, 100 calories. Now see, this is where I'm going to nitpick. This little, high noon seltzer thing. Okay, she's at a party. I get it. Not a problem to have one or two of those. But that drink is still 100 calories. I'm not going to knock her for having it because she is at a special thing. But in general, this is the kind of stuff Alex really needs to start cutting out if she wants to continue seeing any progress with her weight. Because she picks and has so many little things throughout the day, on top of the big things, that add up calorie-wise, carb-wise, and like I said, it's only 100 calories. She might have one or two, but that's 200 calories. But then her Alanis are only 15 calories, but she has one or two a day. At the end of the week, that adds up to 100 some calories. Her sugar-free creamers and her coffees are 15 calories. I use those, so I know they're like 15 calories. So those add up, plus the cold foam. So each of the coffees adds up to about 30 to 50 calories, and she has one or two of those a day. So by the end of end of the day, plus all the little picking and bites and stuff she takes while she's eating, it's adding up to probably several hundred calories by the end of the week that she's consumed that I don't believe she's probably tracking. It's just not good. And if it even only adds up, all those little things add up to 3 or 4 or 500 calories a week, by the end of the month, that adds up to thousands. And this is the kind of stuff, even if she's dead serious about getting this weight off, maybe even at a party, she could say no to something like this. Or if she's going to have something like this at the party, skip the Alani, skip the coffee for the day, skip one of her many freaking snacks, because this woman snacks too much. And I don't care. I'll die on this hill. She doesn't need snacks. If you're fat or extremely obese, you don't need snacks, and you certainly don't even need to eat 3 times a day. It'd be different if you're extremely active, if you're an endurance athlete, if you have a very high metabolism and a high energy job and you're in that normal weight range, or you're a growing child. That's different. Alex is none of those. That does look cool though. Hibachi is delicious. It's been many a year since I've had it, but next year, we're getting a grill because I want to grill out. I want some grilled meats and some grilled veggie skewers. And my aunt even used to make these little dessert grill things for whenever we would have a cookout, where she would cut up little squares of pound cake. And then she would put like watermelon and cantaloupe and honeydew and grapes and strawberries and banana. And then just a couple little pieces of the pound cake. And she would put that on the grill. Oh my gosh, delicious for a dessert and not that unhealthy. And if you really wanted to, you could skip the pound cake. But ooh, it's great. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit of a jerk here. I know all you people who dog on me for dogging on carbs. I will say it. I am definitely a low carber. I have seen great success with low carb. It has helped me a lot. Carbs do serve their purpose and they do have a place. A lot of people don't respond terribly to carbs. A lot of people are fit enough or a healthy enough weight or healthy enough to where their body just responds to that a lot better, and they don't do so bad with carbs. But if you have things like PCOS, very inflammatory conditions, pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, even type 1 diabetes, although you have to handle that one a little differently. That's my former paramedic self talking here. Or you have excess weight to lose. I would say anything above 20 pounds. But if you're extremely obese like Alex is, have fertility issues, you are better to stick to a lower carb diet, especially because, not just because of the inflammation and stuff, but because of the issues that carbohydrates and sugar creates with your blood sugar levels and your insulin. But not only that, guys, if you take away the carbs, it makes room for more proteins and low starch veggies and a little bit, fat is not bad, and she definitely shouldn't go completely no fat, but moderate amounts of healthy fats. If you have weight to lose, you don't want to overdo the fats, even if you're on a low carb or ketogenic diet. Let your body burn the fat that's on your body. But little amounts of healthy fats are good, but she would have more room in her diet for protein. And if she ate more protein, more good fats, she would be fuller longer, and she would not be always hungry and snacking and picking and needing to have all these snacks. This woman, like I said, eats three meals and 2 or 3 snacks a day, which is ridiculous. She doesn't need it. This amount of rice that this guy just put on her plate, it's too much. Okay. I hate to break it to you, for people who love rice, and I do love rice. There's a lot of oil in it, first of all, you can see. And again, I know I'm taking into consideration she's at a party, but Alex doesn't make any adjustments like, oh, I'm going to eat a little more at this party, so I'm going to skip lunch, I'm going to skip my snacks, I'm going to take it, lighter on the food early in the day, so I kind of allot myself some more room to be flexible tonight. She doesn't do that. This here, I hate to break it to you, is probably 2.5 to 3 servings of rice. I would say it's closer to 3 portions of rice. Rice, pasta, stuff like that. The serving size isn't that big, and there's a lot of oil in it, a lot of seasoning. It looks like it's delicious, but I just think even at parties and stuff like that, Alex should have a little more of the meat, have more of the veggies, have more of the salad, still go a little easier on the rice, so you can still eat healthier, not blow your diet out of the water, and still socialize and have fun and have tasty food. Those veggies look great. Like, I wonder if she could have asked to have the sauce on the side and then could have drizzled it over. Or, like I said, it's going to be a fattier, heavier, higher calorie meal. But it looks delicious. No joke. I would tear this up. Okay, so she's not going to show us the rest of the stuff she ate. She didn't show us. She didn't eat any meat. She is filtered here. And I will point out that this woman is not 270 pounds, 278 some. I do believe she's lost some weight since she started this Weight Watchers thing. But I still think she's about, like I said yesterday, about between 300 and 320. I think she actually started closer to 360, but she won't admit it. And if she is on a GLP-1, guys, I'm currently on a GLP-1. It's been life-changing for me. I hit perimenopause this year, and my hormones were just so effed up that my doctor and I finally decided to try the GLP-1 because my weight, I just could not get it to move. But like I said, I'm one of those cases. I have a sedentary job. I'm 45 years old. I have severe PCOS and insulin resistance. And then the perimenopause has really been messing up my hormones. My weight being excess was not helping my hormones either, but I needed to help regulate my hormones to help with the weight loss. So we got me on the GLP-1 and it has definitely been helping me. I'm right around 27 to 28 pounds down since March. And, I'm using it to make changes. The people that see success on GLP-1s are the ones that use it as a tool to make changes. I don't think Alex is really doing that. She's just playing this Weight Watchers points thing, and it's going to stop eventually. And I think it was slowing down. If she is on a GLP-1, I think it's good for her. She needs something to physically help her not eat because she eats constantly. She eats way too much, way too often, and she ate through her bariatric surgery. So you can definitely eat through a GLP-1. It'll be interesting to see. The thing is, though, Alex has a history of being a liar. If she is on a GLP-1, I just wish she would disclose it. There's no shame in it. I would never go, oh, you're cheating. You're on a GLP-1, blah, 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 blah. No, if you are to a point where you are unhealthy, you are extremely overweight, and you need help, I give you credit for saying, hey, I can't do this on my own right now. I need help. And taking that step. She has a 1-year-old. She's talking about having another poor child. And she had a blood clot, okay, in her leg. I wouldn't fault her at all. And I don't think anyone should fault her if she gets on a GLP-1. You don't have to be on it forever. Despite what people say, you don't have to be on these forever. People who don't make changes do. But if you use it as a tool, you can wean off of it. That's what I hope to do. But she should be honest and she should totally disclose it to people, because just like with the tummy tuck, people are going to think she's getting results if she gets them purely just based on her effort, and they need to know that she is being assisted. Why did she do that? I'm not trying to be an asshole, but that's a non-stick pan. I know that oil, that spray is like, it's like 5 calories or no calories, but it's a really quick, short spray. And those little sprays throughout the day, again, add up. If you don't need to use the cooking spray on a non-stick pan, don't do it, girl.
Make us some eggs for me and son.
Okay, so she's making eggs. She didn't need to put that spray in the damn pan. Again, I'm nitpicking, but think about it. 15 calories here, 5 calories here, 15 more there, 60 there. It adds up. Alex needs to lose so much weight that she really needs to just hone in on even all these little things and be strict and practice her discipline, because the biggest problem these girls lack is self-restraint and discipline, and they just can't not give in to all of the flavors they want and they crave. And you have to be able to do that. And nobody can do that but you. That's just something you just got to work on mentally.
Me and Dad to have for breakfast. We had such a fun time last night. It was
liquid egg whites, man. I love those things. They're great. Make some eggs, put a couple eggs in there, bulk it up with some liquid egg whites. You get a nice big fluffy, scramble or omelet, low calorie, extra protein, fills you up. Love them, love them, love them. And then I learned from Ilona on Shikaro Transformations that you can whip, because these liquid egg whites are pasteurized, so you don't have to cook them technically. You can whip them up into a meringue, put some flavor drops in there, and eat them like a dessert, like a meringue. And it's very low calorie, almost no fat, and all protein. Delicious. I've tried it. I'm a good baker, and I used to make meringue cookies. I'm going to do that, what Ilona does, with whipping up the egg whites into a meringue. Put some flavor on them, and then I'm going to bake them into little low-calorie protein cookie bites. And they'll turn into little meringue bites. And I'm going to see how that turns out. I will let you guys know when I do it. I might vlog it. But that is one little way you can have a sweet treat that's healthy. It gives you like that feel of a cookie and a dessert, but it's super healthy and it's just a good hack. These hacks that Alex does for the healthier versions of things are not bad. Problem is that she still eats too many of them and she still eats not clean enough throughout the day to warrant having these treats all the time. And also she still shouldn't be having treats every day, and she has them several times a day. Make it once a week, look forward to it, enjoy it, then be done with it. Not this on the daily.
Just so much fun.
Okay, so in there she has 3 eggs, which I'm not going to knock.
So half eggs and half egg white.
Yeah, and you know what? Okay, so if she never measures anything. If there's going to be something she doesn't measure and doesn't worry about and eyeballs, let it be the liquid egg whites, because they're only about, I think it's 5 to 15 calories a serving, and they're really good for you. So that's a good way to bulk those up. Not mad at her for this. And if she just ate the eggs with some vegetables, some bacon or sausage, do turkey bacon or sausage, some ham or a little bit of steak, shrimp, something like that, and skipped the carbs until later in the day, she would be fuller, and it would be a better way to start her day. She wouldn't be starting her day with like a blood sugar spike, therefore an insulin spike.
So on the agenda today, we are going to another barbecue, and I'm going to make Mexican street corn salad for that. It's currently 64, so that's it.
I like that. I like it's a nice temperature. I have Lyme disease, so I'm not very tolerant of extreme heat and an extreme cold. But the extreme heat definitely affects me worse. Like even if it's not super hot, but it's a clear day and the sun is beating down on me and I have a tank top on, my exposed skin, it bothers my skin, and it's not pleasant. I don't know how to explain it if you don't have it. But I'm definitely with the Lyme disease prefer the milder temperatures like the fall and the early spring, and then the milder days we have in the winter, because sometimes here in the winter there will be a wind chill of like -20, but the mild is where it's at. The coffee will probably come out to about 50 or to 75 calories plus the spray. Right there, just this meal already for this day, we have about 75 to 100 calories that she's not accounting for. And I don't think there's any way for her to add up points for them. So she does that with 3 meals a day and a couple snacks. By the end of the day, she's going to have eaten beyond her deficit. She probably will eat the equivalent of about 4 or 5, maybe 600, 700 calories that she's not accounting for. Right there's your daily deficit blown out of the water. You cut that stuff out and you be really mindful. Not only does it help you with your discipline, but your weight will come off more because, like I said, all this adds up.
I haven't busted it out yet. That's why we gotta decorate in September, because I have
I'm drinking a coffee with that creamer right now. I'm not telling her not to do it. I'm just saying you got to be mindful. And I'm to the point now, being down 27 pounds, where I need to start tightening up again and being strict again with the with the portions and what I'm eating, and start scaling them down again.
my fall cups. You guys, this is such a thrill. You already know the drill. Blonde roast cold brew. Let's bust open the pumpkin. Oh yeah.
And you see, she's not measuring that shit. Just free pour that bad boy. That is probably about...
You guys, this is such a thrill. You already know the drill. Blonde roast cold brew.
That is honestly... Let me look, because I use this, so I'm pretty good at eyeballing it, and I've measured it quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
That's more creamer almost than coffee. That's probably, she put like, I'll be nice and say that's 2 servings, but there's probably 3 or 4 servings of that creamer in there. So right there is 45 to 60 calories. Woo! Yeah. Okay, so I would say there's like about 3 or 4 servings in there. So that right there, that's like about a 60 calorie drink. I don't see the caramel syrup. Do you guys see the caramel syrup? Is she going to put that cold foam stuff on it, which I think is another like 10, 15 calories?
It's so pretty to watch it swirl. I might have done too much. And I will do my fall colored straw because she is the moment. Yeah, I did a little too much.
Okay, so again, like I said, 60 calorie coffee is way better than a 300 or 400 calorie coffee, but you got to be mindful. And if she cuts back on the creamer and measures it out and only uses 1 or 2 servings a drink, it'll help. It'll add up and her taste buds will change and it will start to taste normal and she'll like it. So she won't need all the creamer in it. You know, as you adjust, it might not taste good initially, but it will eventually taste better and your tastes will adjust and that will be the new normal.
Cream, man. Oh yeah. Gorge.
It looks lovely. It's probably delicious, but yeah, she needs to be mindful and take into account that like 70 some calories. Also, how does she track this with her supposed points? I hate the Weight Watchers point system. I think it's awful and it's very flawed. And people like Alex, they find ways to work around it. But how would this track as far as points?
Oh my God. It tastes like the season.
And you know, she's like not having just one. And Alex, you need to have some coffee with your damn cream. That's definitely like a Starbucks style drink right there.
This tastes like decorating early.
Yeah, look at it. It's so light. There's almost no coffee in there.
Let me mix that in there. I don't want it just sitting on top. I want it to work its magic. Delightful.
Okay, so now she's going to do this Mexican straight corn salad. So let's see this. And again, I'm keeping in mind she's doing stuff for a party. But when you need to lose as much weight as Alex does, like I said earlier in the video, you need to still kind of be mindful of things.
I am back. It is later. I'm about to make the Mexican street corn salad. Okay, so here's what we're gonna need. I am going to, don't know how many people are gonna be there, so I'm gonna double the recipe just to be safe. So it calls for 4 ears of corn. So we have, oh, okay, this just ripped open. I have 8 ears of corn, mayonnaise, garlic, jarlic, as we say, lime,
She can't even buy her own corn and shuck it. She has to get the pre-shucked corn. I'm just being nitpicky, but I mean, I see that in our store, but it's more expensive to get the stuff that's already shucked. Just grab some ears of corn and just shuck it yourself. I'm cheap. I will save the couple of extra dollars and do it myself.
Cheese, cilantro.
I don't think I've ever seen cojita cheese around here. Maybe I have. Maybe I just haven't noticed.
Which I have the soap cilantro gene where cilantro tastes like.
So do I, girl. Ooh, it's awful. Like there's cilantro in a lot of stuff. And I have that gene that makes it taste like soap. Ooh, it's awful. I would love to know what actual cilantro really does taste like. Because people say it's great. But when I eat it, it just tastes like I licked one of the bars of soap I made.
Soap to me, and it's very sad. But I'm going to follow the recipe because a lot of people like cilantro. We've got a fresh jalapeno, a little spice.
Can't ever go wrong with spice. I love spice.
And I think that's it. So we're going to brush the corn with olive oil and we're going to grill it on each side and get some nice little like char marks. So I'm just...
But why? Why do you need to? Like, I make roasted corn in our air fryer. And it gets a nice char on it. And it browns up real good and everything and cooks really lovely. And I roast it in our air fryer. And it turns out like I think it would be fine. She could do this. Like this is a good way for her to contribute something to this party, but make a healthier version and show people, hey, look, I can make a healthier version of this and it still tastes delicious. And then she still contributed to the party and it's something she can enjoy and everyone else can enjoy. Like, just roast it in the air fryer or something. You don't have to brush it with that olive oil. That will save you, again, the calories that add up.
Touch the corn. I'm adding a little olive oil on it.
Like there's no need to do that right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Honestly, I think this is going to go very well. So we use our George Foreman a lot. I made a sandwich on it a little while ago. So if you see any remnants, I wiped it down, but it's clean. It's clean. Okay. Yeah, I think we can. I'm going to just, oh, no. Oh, Jesus. All right. Learn from me, everyone. Learn.
Yeah, you can see that thing trying to escape.
Okay, meanwhile, while that is getting nice and toasty, I'm going to mix together the garlic, lime juice, zest, and mayonnaise. So we're going to do 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
Alex, that's not a tablespoon. This is one of her biggest freaking problems. She eyeballs everything. Look at her. She's flopping that in straight out of the jar and goes, oh, there's 1 tablespoon, 2 You don't know what that is. That could be a tablespoon. That could be a tablespoon and a half. That could be a teaspoon and a half. And each one of those plops is not going to be the same. I know she's making like a bulk dressing for a party, but she needs to measure this shit out. If she would just measure things and take the time to do it and quit with the snacking and quit with the little added calories and stuff everywhere.
2, 3.
Alex, that's not how you do it. See, and then she's teaching people to do this, and that's okay. Again, if you need to lose 10, 20, 30 pounds even, hell, maybe if you're in a hurry, whatever. Alex is morbidly obese. Alex still needs to lose over 100 pounds. I would say close to 150. You can't just be lazy and cut corners like this when you have that much weight to lose. This type of crap is how she got to that point.
I know. I didn't measure, but like, come on, that is like beautifully about 3 tablespoons. Okay, let me.
Alex, this is no, it's not. Don't tell your fucking stupid followers that.
Give my lime a wash so we can zest it. All right.
And it's like a rich, creamy dressing. It's a mayonnaise, you know what I mean? Just free pour the lemon juice, fine, whatever. But not things like mayonnaise.
Just gonna get it nice and zesty. I love some citrus zest. I really do. I just feel like it always brightens up a dish. If you don't know the trick, roll your lemon or lime before you juice it. It loosens all the juice.
You can also roll it, stick it in the microwave for like 15 seconds.
Juice 1 lime. The recipe calls for 1 lime for just the original recipe, but I didn't get 2 limes. So about a half a teaspoon is a clove. So since we're doubling the recipe, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of.
So she measures out, the minced garlic, and had the measuring spoons right there, but didn't measure out. And I mean, she really needs to weigh for complete accuracy, but it still would have been a little better. She could have at least used the measuring spoons for she doesn't do it for the mayonnaise, but she does it for the garlic. Okay.
Garlic. Okay.
Girl, she's like her own worst enemy. She's sabotaging herself.
Good mix. Update. The George Foreman simply was not cutting it. So I am working my magic amongst several spots, but I suppose a grill would be better.
Yeah, that's how ours looks in the air fryer. You can do that in the air fryer, or I like that griddle pan she has. I would like to get one of those. That'll work too.
But we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. All right, doing the corn on the stove is actually like just fine. So we got these nice and
go stick it on the grill.
Amazing. And then I have the jalapeno and the cilantro chopped here. So now I'm going to, I've been letting these cool for like a second, and now we're gonna just cut the corn.
Yeah, that looks good. And again, corn is a starchier vegetable. It's high sugar. But having a little bit of it, having it as a side, isn't too bad.
The cotija cheese. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think so. I remember looking it up once, and that's.
And she measured out the cheese at least. I mean, again, it's not weighed, so it's not 100% accurate. But it's a hell of a lot more accurate to use the measuring spoons than it is to just free pour.
With me, and now we need to do half a teaspoon of chili powder. Okay, and then half a teaspoon of salt. All right, now let's give it a mix and then taste it and see where we're at. All that liquid's in the bottom from the saucy part. A spoon.
That looks good. Isn't there any other vegetables or something you could put in it to bulk it up a little?
Cheers.
Now, how many Weight Watchers points was that bite, Alex? How many calories was that bite? Because, the stuff throughout the day adds up. And then, when she's feeding, it's something all of us mothers do. When we're feeding our kids and stuff, we pick off of their stuff, we taste it, we eat what they don't finish. It's natural. It's just something we do. That's the stuff. If she just cleaned all that up, she would be in a much better position. And I know I'm really harping on that in this video, but it's a clear problem with her and a lot of people. I was like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's perfect. The jalapeno, a little spice. Okay. Oh.
Actually, like I said, my partner, channel guy, loves Mexican street corn. Maybe I'll see if I can find this cheese or a cheese that I can sub for it, and maybe I will make that for him.
For presentation, I'm gonna sprinkle a little more of the cheese on top. Yeah, that looks gorgeous. Look at that.
She's got time and the equipment to cook, and she does like to cook, so that's one of the reasons she frustrates me, is because she could make a lot of really good, healthy, beautiful meals because she likes to cook and she has the equipment and stuff to do it. She just chooses to keep doing all these sweet treat hacks and fast food dupe hacks and stuff. I mean, ugh. And here she is again, drinking another one of these Alanis. And just like I said in the last video, even though it's not a high calorie thing, she doesn't need to be having all this caffeine, all this like stimulant stuff. If you didn't watch the last video, I explained it that when you're very obese, you tend to have a higher resting heart rate, and high stimulant stuff, caffeine, the cocaine, stuff like that is stuff you should avoid because it elevates your heart rate and elevates your blood pressure, and it's not good for you. She, especially being her size and being as overweight as she is, she's at a higher risk for cardiovascular problems and cardiac events. So she should be avoided. And these things have a lot of caffeine in them. So I maybe one a couple times a week is a treat, but she drinks at least one every day, and it's just not good.
All right, guys, it is the next day, and Sonny's taking his morning nap now. It's 9:30.
I said it yesterday, and a lot of you guys agreed with me. This kid does not need to be taking a morning nap. He's at a point now at 1 year old where he doesn't actually, I don't think he needs scheduled naps at all. Like, especially like forcing him to. If he is genuinely tired in the afternoon or something like that, as long as it's not within a few hours of bed, let him take a quick little nap. That's fine. But these like 2 or 3 scheduled naps a day, plus the having him in bed by 7 and keeping him in bed till 5:36 in the morning, it's too much. So I think that's one of the reasons he's delayed, because he's just not up doing stuff. He's literally just laying like an adorable little slug in a bed, and he needs to be up moving and being stimulated, and I just it's the same. It's shit.
At breakfast, went for a box of Quest.
She doesn't need these. She doesn't need Quest chips. Oh, they're protein chips. They're still a highly processed thing, and it's a snack, and she doesn't need, Alex, you don't need fucking snacks. You don't. If you want some protein, how about instead of most of your meals being carb based, like having tons of rice and pasta and breads and sandwiches and all that, have some actual protein. You don't need these is what I'm saying. She doesn't need these. I've never tried them. Maybe I'll get some and try them on camera, me and my son, for a short or something. Anna, all these girls swear by these because it's a snack. It's a way to have a potato chip without having a potato chip and claiming, oh, well, I have to eat these because I need my protein and I'm being healthy. And well, this will give me my protein, right? No, eat a steak, have a couple extra eggs, add some meat into your eggs. Don't eat these. She doesn't need snacks.
Spicy cheddar cheese crackers. I love these. 10 grams of protein.
Oh, so those aren't even okay. They're Cheez-Its, Alex. If you really want protein and you're worried about your protein, eat freaking protein.
3 points if you want something snack.
3 points. 3 stupid points for that one little bag, and you don't need it. But how many calories is it, Alex? How many carbohydrates? Like, I hate this point system.
We're on the go. And then
it's clearly not working for her that much.
For my sandwich and chips fix, I like to do the Quest protein chips, and I usually
Look at, she got a giant box of them. You don't need that, Alex. They're there. She's going to freaking eat them. And you don't need sandwiches. You know, you have like bagels for breakfast, plus some sort of a carby snack, have sandwiches for lunch. Why not have a nice salad or a piece of grilled meat and some veggies, something like that. Do a low carb, get one of those low carb wraps and have yourself a nice wrap. I mean, or like I said, you can look up recipes. I have a really great recipe for a carnivore bread, and it's really good. It tastes like a rich, like an egg bread, and has the consistency kind of like a little lighter than a pound cake. It's delicious. My family loves it. When I make it next, I will maybe vlog that. I will definitely show you guys and share the recipe. It's mostly protein, lower calorie, almost no carbohydrates. You can toast it, everything just like normal bread. She can make a few, like 2 or 3 loaves of that, because they're not too big, and have them for the week. And
either the cheddar sour cream or the
more of the Quest chip protein chips. Alex, that's because they're like dehydrated, super processed to hell and back, like chicken, like meat. Just have some freaking meat.
140 calories, 100 grams of protein.
19 grams of protein. Okay, that's decent protein, but it's 140 calories. That's not going to fill you up. You'd be better having a big piece of meat. She definitely wears stuff too small for her. It's that vanity thing. She doesn't want to admit she's the size that she is. Get the smaller ones and have that be a goal to fit into it. Just because you can squeeze yourself into it like a sausage in a casing doesn't mean it fits.
Long line sports bra. Maybe that's what they were labeled as.
And it doesn't mean you're that size.
My fault. Okay, it feels way too small. It's like really.
Yeah, it's definitely too small. I like it. It just looks like it would fit better and be more comfortable in her actual size. She says, I'm a 14. And then she has all these people who believe her and they go, oh, well, I'm a 14 too. And they get this stuff and then it doesn't fit and they look horrible and then they feel horrible and go, I don't get it. What's wrong with me? Alex is a 14 and it looks good on her and it fits her. And I need at least a 16 or an 18 or a 20. It's because she's not being honest about the sizes she wears. She's lying.
You guys, I'm laughing right now. I look so silly in every form. What the hell?
Like they're way too freaking small. Alex, that whole outfit is too small. And I don't like that. She's got an unfortunate thing about her shape is she's very boxy. She carries a lot of her weight like a linebacker, like in her shoulders and her back and her neck down through her, straight down through her legs. She doesn't have much of a waist. She's very straight, kind of boxy and straight up and down. And pants like cut like this, that fit like this and these high weight, they don't flatter. They don't flatter her shape at all. Look at that, those boxes of Quest chips. I mean, she looks like she's stocking up for a classroom. These are for her and Yar. Anderson ain't eaten them yet.
So cute. Oh,
I think it's a cute dress. I like it. It's adorable. I like this dress. It's cute. But again, you can see through the chest, the cutting up around the arms and under the arm and down through her waist. Alex, it's too fucking small. She needs to go up at least a size, probably 2. It doesn't fit, Alex.
shorts underneath with pockets for your phone.
She's wearing this dress, and like I said, it's very cute, but do you see how it's like really cutting into her back, and it doesn't fit. If it was a size that fit her, it would just be more flattering. Just because you squeezed yourself into a 2X doesn't mean you're a 2X. But I like the color on her. I like the gingham. I do like that. I would wear that. Okay, so that's all there was. She didn't show us what they ate from Whole Foods on the way, and she said they might get ice cream. She didn't show that. Of course she didn't. But that's all there's going to be for today. So let me know in the comments your thoughts and opinions. And I will see you in the next video. If you want to help out with the algorithm, please subscribe if you're not subscribed for more. Today's emoji of the day, if you want to help out by putting something in the comments but you don't have anything to say, we're on letter B. So B, emoji for today. B, do some kind of a boat. So boat emoji in the comments, or let me know what you think and I will get this out to you at some point this evening.